Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So continue from the stick body short strike videos. Here I like to share with you something really critical, which is within the stick body short strike within Wing Chun, which is not in general being mentioned for past 160 years. So today I like to open this up and share with you this technology. Okay. Before I do that, I like to share with you something. Okay. The first thing is, if you notice, I seldom like to talk about fighting, because I don't believe in promoting violence or promoting the best fighter or bullying other people, disregard of whom. Okay. Because the Wing Chun ancestor in the past have the idea of Wing Chun is for strengthen the body and self-defense. So it is not about promoting violence or like I can fight 10 guys, I am the best fighter. Well, face it, we all age. Okay, I am 56 today. So it is way off my prime time already. Disregard how I can spar good in my younger age. This body, because I'm a human, it is going to age and the performance is going to degrade. So it is much more important for me today in my state or in the 50s to practice the Wing Chun to strengthen my body. Okay. And I like to share with you this because this is critical. We Wing Chuners do not want to contribute to violence and destructive in this world. We need to contribute positive and constructive. Okay. This is very, very important. Okay. Now, another thing which is I like to share with you is this. There is no way, if we just translate the ancient Chinese script and thinking that's it and we know it all. Okay? Translation is just a translation. One can translate everything and read everything but still being clueless of what it is. So this thing is actually exists 1,000 years ago when the Chinese translate the Buddhist Sutra. Okay, so there's a saying: if you just read the words, comprehend the word, translate the words, and thinking there's the Bodhidharma or the teaching of Buddha, then you are off. Okay. So we need to know the art of Wing Chun have a lot of details inside there which have life, like living. Okay, have life, alive. Okay, it is not by just reading something or speculating in mind one know what it is, unless one accomplish the state or attain the state. One really don't know what it is. Okay. So let's stop just thinking if we translate some Dao, some Song or some whatever Qi, then one know it. In fact, one don't know. Okay. And in the meantime, in our era, there's even thing which is ridiculous, which is I have faced. Is like at one point I was showing the Y7神寄指爪䄂底旁Kuit. And somebody come up to me saying that, hey, this is writing in the simplified Chinese. How can this in ancient Chinese language? This is, I call, totally out of their mind and idiotic. Okay. It is more important to understand what is going on in saying, instead of saying, oh yeah, how come you write in the ancient Chinese character or the communist simplified Chinese character. Okay, so let's not make those idiotic mistakes. Okay, one need to know what it is. One need to accomplish what it is, attain the state. Then one know, and then one can describe it in English or any language. Okay, that is what I encourage everybody to do. Attain the state, accomplish the art, and then write it in your own language. Okay, instead of just translate and then pronounce that thing like a mantra. Okay, it's not going to go anywhere. And even though one can say, oh yeah, I speak Chinese too, so big deal. Okay, if you don't know it, you don't know it. Okay, that again is a reason why I don't want to use my Chinese name. Big deal is Chinese name or you know, what kind of language. Speak the science of it, speak the facts of it. That is the important point. Okay, we need to understand it, not just using some translation to fool other people and fool ourselves actually. Okay, now today I like to tell you or share with you a thing which is extremely important. It is called retrograde. R-E-T-R-O-G-R-A-D-E. Right, working on reverse, retrograde. Okay, retrograde is extremely important. If you heard about the old saying of descriptions of Wing Chun, it say that Wing Chun is like the sickle. The sickle, it cut both sides. It cut when it go forward, and it cut when it get back, go backward, or retrograde. Okay, retrograde is the key of sticking. Chi sao, stick. Okay, stick body. Retrograde is extremely important. If we have no handling of retrograde, forget about it. Thus, one cannot stand in a structure to attain or accomplish or get the skill of retrograde. Like the sickle. You cut one way forward, when you pull back, you cut another way. That's retrograde. Okay? Also, in our era, this past 65 years or so, people always saying, oh, soft, song, taiji. You know, they like to use this kind of thing. You know what? If one doesn't know retrograde, the retrograde handling, forget about all this song stuff. Soft. There's no such thing as soft in the real action. Thus, we call our body or the engine the rattan body. Rattan is not soft, sorry. Rattan retrograde. Okay? It's have a dynamic. So snake body retrograde is not soft. And I prefer to call it the 7-ball handling, because one need to handle that 7-ball. Also, when I mention using the roll, because that force one to pay attention to when one move forward or using strength, and when one using strength on the other directions, from one direction and the other directions. Okay, if you pull a roller, pull, and then you let it go, those retrograde. Okay, so retrograde is the soul of Qi, and it is also the soul of the stick body short strike. Okay, without the handling of retrograde, one struggle, one suffer, one don't know what it is, one don't know how to handle it. Okay, now in order to really understand retrograde and study and develop the skill, one need the 6-13-3. That's why I wrote that books. You need that basic, because retrograde got to do with your how to handle your mind, and mind in particular is the intention handling, the visualization handling. Okay, and also the strength the force flow, the momentum, and the whole body handling. Okay? One needs those details of our development. So it is not just like we listen and then we be soft, the body be soft, and then we can do everything, the ultimate. No, it is not. Okay? So I want to show you the example, what is retrograde. Okay? Usually, if this is my center line of fire, okay, the fire line, okay. Now, if his hand is, say, striking me, okay, and somehow I get into this position, his hand is outside my arm, okay, in my outside of my arm here, okay. Now, this is where retrograde play. First thing, okay, I'm talking about this is in spontaneously, the person who trained in the force flow right away will sense the action-reaction force and will adjust the 7 bolt or the rotten body, okay, to make use of the oncoming force from the opponent. Okay, so this is what happened. Say I punch him, okay, I punch him, okay, and he stuck his hand outside here. Okay, now the game is the fun is at this point. So now I have to pull back. Okay, I have to pull back because after I strike, obviously I have to pull back. Okay. But how to make use of this pullback so that it become an attack? It is not some kinds of defense and run away or wasted it. Okay, so in Chi, in Wing Chun, in the short strike, stick body short strike, you always make use of every motion. So I strike him, he touch, okay, he block or he do something contacting this my bridge here. So guess what? First is my action-reaction force because I have a force flow handling, my rotten body, my 7 bolts, okay? So what happened? Right away I take the force, I shift into this position. Now you see, this arm which is coming, I dissolve him already. I dissolve him. I do not over here using my brute force or using my structure to push or those kind of things. No. Once I got that contact, I move in. Okay, I dissolve him, I move him. I can strike here. Okay, so that is retrograde. I punch, he do something with my arm, I touch, and I'm going to come back. When I come back, I open him up further, I strike him. Okay, so that is the retrograde handling. Another retrograde handling is, this one is outside my arm. Say I strike him and his arm is inside my arm. Okay, you see this? This is a retrograde. Circle him away. Circle him away. But I'm not going to just sitting out here using my structure or my thing, try to fight force with him. No, I walk around here. He's out already. I strike him. Okay? That is the handling of retrograde. So, as in my last video on short strike, stick body short strike, it say that if it comes with imbalance, I will respond or right on top of his imbalance. He comes with chaos, I will right on top of his chaos. Okay, and at that time I say that there is the BUG sets. Okay, the BUG set is using this retrograde. Okay, so is there anything called soft? No, it's not soft. It is continuous of entering or attacking, be it moving forward or at once when I need to pull back my arm, or or this time is moving in, because Wing Chun is stick body short strike. Okay, so it can never be sit down there with a structure and then use a forward pressure to push. Well, that is one direction, is good, but the arm is not going to push infinitely, because it's going to come. Okay, so either what I'm going to do when the force is, I meet the force which is opposing to me, how to handle that and continue to move on. That is the handling of retrograde. That is chi of chi sao, the key of it. Okay, it's not smooth, it is not tai chi, it's not other art, it is this short strike, a stick body short strike type of art. Okay, so the term tai chi, fa jing doesn't mean a thing. If one is not trained in this retrograde, then one is not trained. Okay, one don't know. If one not trained in this stick body short strike, and then this retrograde motion handling, or the force handling, strength handling, which is consists of the body positioning and the 7 ball and the force flow, then one is not trained. Okay, we can keep saying that, or we can do 站桩 for 1,000 years, we can bounce people, but if we don't know this retrograde style, we never been trained, we never develop this skill, sorry, one don't know. Okay, so there's come again with the thing saying that, oh, how come we train Wing Chun this way, but in the real fight we cannot use it? Because we never really train Wing Chun to the full. We don't know about the stick body short strike, we don't know about the retrograde handling within the stick body short strike. How are we going to supposed to use the art? And again, if I do not know about retrograde, or we are not being trained in retrograde, when the force comes, it becomes a struggle. So retrograde take away that struggle. It slides in, okay? It cut in, okay? With the proper angle and so forth, okay? So this is the retrograde I'd like to share with you today, and this is something which is above, on top of what I've been present before, okay? And so we know today, stop using the word soft. It doesn't mean a thing. We need to know that stick body, short strike, there's retrograde inside there, or all different kind of handling. So when we meet some force, we know how to handle it. It's not just soft my body or sing my jing. No, you can. For example, here, I sing my jing, I stuck. So the proper thing is that when in these situations, I take the jing, I move on. There's no structure there. Okay. Okay. So this is to share with you on the retrograde. So let's timestamp this video. Okay. This is Wing Chun. Not Mei Se Zhuang, not White Crane, not Tai Chi, not Xing Yi, not Bagua, not other internal art, not Yi Quan. We talk about retrograde. Okay.